same. It's time for me to face it. All I did was take, thought your love was fake. Never could believe it, did it for no reason. Felt it in my veins, washed it all away. Pull me under just to make me stay. I've been underwater, water, and I swear to you I need your love. Yeah, I need your love. I'm falling further. If I gotta go another day, then I might just drown. I've been underwater.
Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome to the live stream where we are going to continue our Captain of Industry restart. We did restart the last episode just because, well, we're going to call the first couple of streams learning. And so now that we've gotten learning kind of out of the way and we understand a little bit more than what we did before, we should be in a much better spot. Let's collect those. Yes. Let's get that urgently. So we actually have places to put this stuff. But yeah, we're currently trying to expand. I need to get kind of some of my ideas down real quick and let this game just kind of play out just a smidgen. Alright, so that's... Oh, I guess that would help. We could do that one and that one. I mean, at this point, I really don't care as long as that's being dealt with. It is plugged in, so we should have that. What is this? Alright, so there we go. So this is producing, going into there, and then our rubber's being produced right there. So, and then we have water, which I think this one, no. Built water over here for a reason. Something needs water. And then we built this because our dump is actually right here, so we will be dumping stuff over that way. Let's build another generator. Nope, that's not the button. And then let's get some pipage going. And then this will help boost up extra power, and then also getting fuel. So that'll be all useful. I think right now these are all producing whatchamacallit, they're all producing mechanical parts. And then once we get full of those, which I believe And put that one in there. Maybe rubber parts in that one. I'm not even sure. And then we can come over here to storage. Yeah, we'll work that one in. Alright. How are we doing on people? Where's that at? Alright, we can fit 320 in there. I think it's time. I think it's time to start another little colony. Yes. Research. Where's the research button? Alright, so we are up to this point. No, I don't want that. I don't want that either. Alright, how about we get some... at a fuel station, that could be important. Water pump from ground, that could be, and then conveyor belts, we'll have that on the back burner. What's up, Jay? We'll do the bigger farms. Crop rotation, that'd probably help. And then we'll have this one be the back one. So we'll do whatever this is and then start coming into the next one. Ugh. Alright, people. Alright, we need to kind of work on that one. Talking about my plant light. Because that would probably be it. What are we lacking? We're still... let's add a recipe. Alright, so we do need copper plus rubber. And we'll probably need to actually build a couple of those. And then I'm going to come over here. And we are going to build... Oops. I know, that was a little closer than everybody wanted it to be. Alright, now we're going to add a recipe. I want some of these. For now, that'll be fine. Add a recipe. I want some of these. Add another recipe. I want some of the gold ones. And then... we will have you be that. I'll add recipes, or a little bit more. Does this help your sensitive eyes? There we go. I mean, technically it's just my plant light, so it's probably beneficial now. How are you enjoying all of this cold weather we are having? Let's build some of those. And then where are the people at? Give me the people. I want the people. Well, I would hate for it to hurt your very sensitive eyes. Let's put that one right there. Well, if you're pointing out, I was pointing out for a reason. So, I would hate for your sensitive eyes to be in jeopardy of being blinded. Alright. We have limestone being made. This guy's going to go over here to help them out once that gets done. And then, yeah, more refugees. Alright, we got more fuel from them, which is excellent. Purchase concrete slabs for iron. Alright. Concrete slabs. Are these, is that concrete slabs? Yep. Purchase concrete slabs for iron. Yeah, that ain't no joke. Yeah, my wife was a little upset that they canceled church. So, I was like, well, it is what it is. I mean, it doesn't bother me either way. Our life group teachers said that they weren't coming anyway, so. And we'll bump that up to 3. But, I mean, it is what it is. They'll probably have a live stream of it anyway tomorrow, so we can enjoy that. Alright, we already... Ooh, I didn't know we could do this. I mean, yeah, I get it, but at the same time, like, just... You either know you can drive in the cold weather or you know you can't. Like... You know, that's kind of how that goes. And if you know you can't drive in the cold weather, then don't. It's very simplistic. So, that's more or less what I am meaning. I gotta zoom in because I usually put this backwards. Let's put 1 there. One there. And then we will automate all of this in a second. Molten. But it also helps that you have 4-wheel drive. So, oh, that's fine. Sometimes I can be more entertaining than TV. Yeah. But, yeah, that's what we're doing this tonight. We're going to chill. Try to get a little bit further in this game. How are we doing on this? What needs... Alright. So we need a lot of... Add receipts. Let's get some more mechanical parts in here. And then we will get that. And then let's add some of these, and we'll add that one. And then you can do that one and that one. And then add this one, and you can do those. And actually, we'll probably do this one. I mean, we're doing pretty good so far. Blast furnace has no recipe, that's fine. For the time being, copper scraps, iron scraps, but we don't have iron scraps anymore, I don't think. We can do this one. I don't think we have iron scraps, but we'll put that one in there just in case. Because, alright, how many people are we able to hold? We're able to do 400. I need to add some beneficial stuff for you guys once I find it. There we go. We need a food mart, and it'd be smart to put the food over here, and then we'll do the waste collection over there, and then we'll build a 4 square thing right here. And I want to, yep, those are being cut. I like that. I want these to be cut as well. And we're working right here, so we can then get a path into here to get the coal. We'll probably need to get that going. Let's set up another storage unit. Right there, and then we'll set the recipe for logs. And we have all this stuff being built. We're looking pretty good on everything. Once we get this stuff going, oh, you don't have a recipe. Let's add a recipe. That's fine. We got 2 of you going over here. And we're dealing with that effectively. This is a great spot to put water pumping. If we got it yet, we don't. But what we can, no, do I want to do that yet? I don't think I do. And I don't think we've mastered the resource. Where are we at? Alright, we got the fuel station. Let's see where that's located at. It's probably in here. Do I put that down here though? I mean, technically I believe that's what that is. I don't know yet. We're just gonna kind of let this kind of do what it's doing at this current point in time. Let's get another 2 of those, and then I'm gonna get another 3 of those just to kind of put over here, get them going, and set off that way so that we are doing what we need to do right there. But not bad. This is definitely looking a whole lot better than what it did before. And then once we get this built, then everything is going to really boost up. Alright, you already got your receipt, the things that you're needing to make. And you're being built. Yeah, I don't think I have sulfur yet. But we have fuel, we have materials. And then what I'm probably going to do is let all of this stuff go, and then I'm eventually going to make my own, like, where it's conveyor belted and all of that fun stuff, so we don't have to necessarily worry about our trucks moving stuff to and from everywhere. Alright, let's go. I'll put that there. We don't exactly have a full amount of the gold ones, but we'll work on that. I think there's water over here, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, that is a big pool of water. And this is a massive amount of coal and stone, it looks like. Not enough maintenance. Oh, here we go again. Where's my maintenance thing? That is not my maintenance power. I think this is my maintenance one. Alright, so we need more gears, which I would like to say one of these guys is in charge of. I have a few of these guys going that need gears. Alright, so we just need... Alright, you're number 1. Yep. And what do you guys need? You need... Yeah, that'd be great to get you guys so we can expel you guys over here. What is baby blue? Ooh, this would be a nice one to get going. And get some copper ore going. We have sand over here. I don't know what we use gold ore for, but there's more of that. Alright, so big plan, we want this baby blue area. Farm me. We'll put this right there. And we'll put another one right there. So we can double the food storage. That's not what I wanted. Alright, so we're still waiting on our pipe, our planket, this one. Alright, so we're researching that now. Okay, I don't know what to tell you. We got food right here. I don't know what... Oh, they're probably hungry. That would make sense. Yeah, Yeah, that one's on me. High right now. Oh, that's workforce. I want that high. This one can go back down to like 8. This one can be like a 11. This can be 6. That can be a 4. Let's get these people fed. What's our research like? We're 44% done. And I mean, this shouldn't take too much. 30. Yeah, we should be able to get that built pretty quickly. And then let's get a storage thing. That was the right one, right? Yep. Let's make that potatoes. That potatoes. Yeah, I get it, but I can't help them. Like, Home Slice over here needs to understand that, like, people need food. I can't make them want to deliver food here. I wish I could, but I can't. That's the issue. How are we doing on all of this stuff? Looking good there. You can come join Home Slice over here. Alright, so I'm gonna need a tower. I'm gonna need a tower right here. And then I want a tower right there. We'll put that right there. And then we'll put that right there. But yeah, we're gonna have to get through here first and kind of expand upon that. But this should help with four, and then we'll make that a 3. I'm just hoping that at some point these guys are like, oh, food needs to be delivered over here. Look, more refugees. Hooray. Pause the beacon to reduce the rate of refugees. Can I do that? Wait. Build a unit storage and assign iron to it. Alright, let's do that. Even though that's probably super pointless. Just because we aren't really making, well, I mean, we got a little bit of iron, so. Right. Yes, my little peeps in this game are doing what they want. They do as they please. And they make a bunch of little squiggly lines. Yeah, I don't. I love that game, but I really wish they had more flexible roads in that. Oh, that would probably help. That might have been my bad. Alright, so now they have, hopefully, someone going, yes, potatoes would be good for you guys. It's kind of outside my norm. I wouldn't say it's super outside my norm. This is a city builder game. You know, we were on boat. Boat had some damage on it, like the Titanic. We came over here, built a dock, tied it up, and then we started the game. All I can say is that these guys can build one heck of a dock and super fast, and everything else they're super slow at building. So I have questions. Yeah. I get you. I get you. I get you. And calm down. Alright, now I need to figure this out. Because I'm assuming eventually we're going to need some advanced electronics. Oh, and that's probably what, nope. Oh, that's how you get rid of that. Alright, so this... Okay, that does 6. This does 12. Alright, so this is going to be my first attempt at doing this. Alright, so... Oh, we do need one of those. Oh, but I did build one. Alright, cool. Alright, and then the water comes in. Okay, sweet. Alright, let's do... Okay. So we want this in here. I mean, that's the general idea. Put that in there, so then that will flow out. And then let's go to storage. And then for the time being, we'll do that, and then concrete slabs. Alright, so we'll automate this one first so we can get the concrete slabs going. And then I need to come over to here. There we go. We're going to do the molten lava. We're going to attempt our first true I don't even know what you call this. Oh. Come on. There we go. And then we are going to put one of you there and a space there. Let's use the molten clicker thing, get that going. Alright, and then we can add a recipe of this. And then eventually we'll do that one. Now, flat. Oh, oops. Let's do storage. And then we'll put this right there. And then that will build into this. We'll do iron in this one. And then I'm going to need to build another one of these. And then we're going to build that one. Connect you. Molt. Nope. I need... No. I need this. Too many buttons. Okay. And then get storage. And we are going to do copper. I hate that. Please connect. Thank you. Alright. We're gonna let this sit here and build. Storage. don't know how I'm going to do this, but we're going to figure this out real quick. Nope, loose. Alright. Come on, mouse, work. I want you right there. Okay. It'd probably be in our best interest to do that one. And then we can make that one coal. And this one iron. Alright. We should have our first look at fully automation whenever everything gets set up. Hopefully. What does this do? Okay. The reason I built all of them . Okay, I just want you to connect to that. No. That should work out just fine. That's very unfortunate. Not enough fuel to refuel the... I got like 500 things of fuel to be able to do this. It ain't... Okay, you guys are being stupid. There we go. We're gonna put a fuel station there. And then I'm probably gonna put a fuel station somewhere over here. I'm hoping that's how that works. I could be totally wrong in that. For the time being, I don't need a truck assigned there. That's stupid for them to just chill there until this is built. But getting all this stuff built is of vital importance. I mean, I'm making plenty of fuel, so I don't know why you're having an issue fueling up. Let's go to storage. Let's rotate that. Let's get some movement of some fluid. And just so that's not clear. Let's get some of those going. Let's get some of you going. Let's make sure our woodcutters are actually having something to do. It doesn't look like we are cutting down any more stuff. So, big hole right there. Oh, we have that done. All right, sweet. Let's get you. We need a couple of those, so. And then, come on. Let's get that done. And then we'll also cut that down. I don't want to completely deforestation everything, but you know, a nice little area to cycle through. Alright, irrigated farmlands, that's next on the list. Alright, this is kind of hitting an all-time low. Obviously everything we're needing over here is going to need those golden things. Let's add that recipe. And let's give it a little bit more credit. Six of those to make 3 of those. Holy cow. What does this X mean? It's so interesting. And then let's add another one of those, and then we'll probably build a couple of more trucks. Still don't know what the X means. Oh, that means that they can't get Okay, that would... I mean, they should be able to fit through here. Urgent. Just get that built. Let's see. I'd rather have this on this side, but beggars can't be choosers. Alright, we collected that reward. Once we get that, we'll be able to collect this. Establish copper ore mine, start mining copper ore. We're almost there. Build copper, blah blah blah. Rainwater harvester, we did that. And we got a few things we gotta take care of, but we're working. Hello. All right. So should be able to get some fuel here. That'll work out. Working on getting all of this fixed. And then once this is all sorted out and everything like that, and we actually have the pieces to build that, then we'll be in a good spot. But I think we went a little low on our log supply, so then we're having some issues dealing with that. And then once this gets fully automated, then we'll be in a much better spot. Might as well, right? And then if we pipe that out, then yeah. Yeah, if we can get this done, then this will always be pretty much full. Is this full? I think that's probably, nope, that is not full. But we're starting to fill this up, which is beneficial, so then this will take on a part of its own, and then we'll get this going, which will constantly be feeding it. And then once this stuff's kind of done, along with all these little builds right here, sure, I'll put it there. Alright, we just need 7 gold pieces, which is kind of hard because we're building so much. Whoa. Losing track of where I'm at. You're doing... Let's just add that one there. At this current point in time, we might as well add another couple of units over here. And then once this gets built, then we can go through that. Add 2 of those to him. That should be fine. We got more than enough of all of those parts, so that will take care of all of that. All right. Oh, we gotta store 80 of this stuff. I mean, I have plenty of it. We got crop rotation. Can I do crop rotation? We're gonna go empty, potatoes, and then grass. You are going to go empty potatoes, and grass. You can do potatoes. I'm gonna do grass, empty, and then potatoes. You're going to do grass, empty. Wait, no. You're gonna do potatoes, empty, and potatoes. I'm hoping that will work. Part of me's hoping that works. If I'm being completely and totally honest. We will add coal to that. And then I'm going to add 2 of those. And then once those get built, they're going to come over here, add that. Let's... There we go, take care of that. And then once we get the 2 people over here built, then they will go over there. How are we doing on this? Alright, let's add another couple of people. We can unpause that one. Let's get some more. What is that? And then, nope. All right, needing coal. We have more than enough logs over here. How are we doing on this? Alright, then... Is it we're just waiting on the fuel? That might be the issue. Okay, let's... get that going. Get that going, smokestack. And then hopefully we can get double the fuel going. Dude, it will, if you're not ready for it, it will like give you the biggest jump scare you have ever seen in your life. Like when I first started playing this game again, I totally forgot about the lightning and it scared the living daylights out of me more than a couple of times. Yeah, that's no joke. That will definitely get your heart racing and if you're not ready for it. All right. You're getting food. Right. I believe that. Alright, we're getting this. If we can get this built, that'd give us a little bit of extra, but we're still waiting on the coal, which is happening over here. And obviously being a pain in the butt. But if I can get this guy going, then at least we would have coal. Can we trade for some coal? Let's see if we can trade for some coal. Those are the worst trades I've ever seen. You want me to trade fuel for coal, which I don't have, and then fuel for coal, which either way it works, I'm like, I need you not to be such a butthole in that. Alright, so we're starting to take this part out. Starting to take this out, which is nice. Oh, just give the fuel up. Holy cow. What do we do? So if I can get that. Yeah, that's good. More refugees. And then pause that. You're getting a lot of fuel, but at the same time, you're not putting anything out because I'm pretty sure the whatever storage we had going on for you is maxed out. Alright. Coal, yep. That's what I thought. Oh, son of a monkey's uncle, man. If I don't have to build this, I don't really want to. I mean, it looks like it's flowing, right? Okay, I'm just going to call that and say that is flowing. And it's hooked up to the appropriate spots. That's what I'm going to say. Yeah, I'm very well aware that we do not have fuel. Hence is why I need these guys. Alright, we're in a very serious situation, so I'm going to cut you down to 1. We're going to cut you up to 2. And then give you 2 workers, and then pronto this job up because I need coal. And apparently the tree people aren't doing their job and making coal. That seems to be the issue here. Yeah. We're about to remedy that, hopefully. That's what I'm talking about. These off-road dudes are going straight through the thick of it. Oh, this is super annoying. To say the very least. Alright, and this is the hopes of... Okay, I don't need you to be able to get to it because you have this one. We have this one that you can export from. And then that should help everything else like that. And why are we not making anything? Alright, you go up. Be super beneficial if you guys could do what I need you to do. I want 4 more vehicles. Holy cow, you guys built that super fast. Alright, this one I'm going to... I just want you focusing on that. And then you can do that one. Alright, and then... Because I need some of these golden pieces, because that is pretty much why nothing is getting done. Alright, we are going to do this for the time being because I don't know if this is in part of why everything is moving so slow, but I'm tired of waiting on parts. And this is just moving way too slow for me. Alright. Start making me some parts so I can actually build some stuff here so I can get on with my buildings, because we are basically just waiting on stupid parts to get going. So the sooner I can get those done, the sooner everything will be in a much better situation. We finally have coal going, which is fantastic. At this point, actually, probably need to do this. Come on, work with me. Okay. Sure. We will do something like that. Just to get this done and over with. Alright, how are we doing on people? We got 480, so we should be able to... Hey! Alright, so now we're starting to make some stuff. That's not full yet, so we're doing that. That's pumping, that's making, that's doing that. Fix a fuel problem, created a different problem. And that's just kind of where we're at with that. Start getting some sand so we can do this over here. But we're starting to make the golden pieces now, so at least we have that going for us. And then you do actually, I need you. I need you for the time being. Once this gets done, then coal. And then once this gets done, this system will be automated. All we'll have to do is just add coal to here, and then everything will be just peachy. But until we get that done, then we're kind of waiting for everything. We need this done, but we also need the golden pieces to do that. I came over here, made all of this junk fully automated. Probably help if I did that with all of these as well, because our trucks feel like they have an option when it comes to they can do what they want, and that is really not the case because we run a dictatorship. So while we are doing that, let's make sure they know that we're running it the way we want it to. The only ones that I don't need picked up are these ones. And set recipe, get rid of that. Set recipe, get rid of that. Oh, hello. There you go. And then now what I need, set recipe, get rid of that one. Set recipe, get rid of that one. And that's full. Alright, that's fantastic. Alright, so now let's come over here. And then we're going to build that. What recipes can we build with this? We're going to have this one. And that one. And then what we're going to do is come over here. Nope. Come over here. Did I put this one in backwards? I'm pretty sure I put this one in backwards. That's what it's looking like. Oh, that's just what I need. And I want to make sure that there's enough room. Of course. We gotta go around here. Oh, that is not annoying at all. And then we can come over here, do storage, and then yes. And then we can set the recipe to this. And then what are you also making? Gears and mechanical parts. Alright, hopefully that now works. Oh, sorry. Sorry for the loud noise. I do apologize. Alright, so this is like Factorium, in all honesty, but there's this is more automated, if that makes sense. And then, hold on, let me come over here. Alright, so I need pumps and iron. So we can come over here, go to storage, rotate that, so we're going out. And then we can make this pumps. And I need trying to think here. Was she done with it? Alright, so make that pumps, and then you come in. Yeah, I'll sneak up on you. Alright, I don't, okay, and then we're going to take this, and I'm actually going to delete this, and then storage. I want to space it out just in case I decide that I want to put something else in here. Right now, what are we making? We're making electrical parts. And then once we make electrical parts, then we go electrical parts and construction of parts, which is these two. And we can then come over here to transportation. There we go. And then just so that we can actually get over this if that's what we choose to. Not that we'd need to, but just so we can get in this area, then that will be taken care of. And then we set this recipe for the golden pieces. And I'm actually going to just do storage like that. And assign golden construction pieces, and then this can be all that. Huh. For the time being, let's move this stuff by truck so I can actually get stuff moving. Because right now we ain't making anything. This full? That is full. Alright, so we'll actually cancel all that. No point in making that move. How many more? Alright. At this point, yes, you need to be making that so we can get those going. Slowly but surely. Alright, so we're just going to let this sit so one, we don't have to waste time here. How are we doing on those? That's fine. You guys are fully loaded in there. At this current point in time, I'll delete that. Is it not? That says I can do potatoes. Wait, does this have two entrance? Yeah, two entrances. Alright, so I don't think there'll be an ever reason for us to go into that one, so we'll be fine with that. You got two. Hello. I got really dark. Sand. All right, and then hold on. Sand. And that way that can do what that needs to do. We can come over here. How are we doing on this? Alright, great. Let's come over here. Alright, so if we get water and sand, water and slag. Alright, so alright. Oh boy. There we go. Now we're making things complicated. Oh, you need smokestack. You know what? Sometimes these things are annoying. There we go. Alright, so we'll make that. And then I'm probably going to end up deleting that. That'll make storage. And then let's make that cement, and then we'll worry about the output later. And then we're working on all of this, which looks like we're doing a pretty good job. Oh, that's right. I'm trying to figure out where... Alright, you guys having... We don't need multiple ones over there. Doesn't look like we need multiple people over there. Alright, so that means we need to start upping our production over here. I need people. Alright, not enough maintenance. Oh, that would do it. Alright, I need a set recipes. I need some of those. And then you can move up there. Where are you at? Move up there. And we should start being able to get some stuff going. Yeah, I know. We don't even have any copper. Why don't we have any copper? Are you full? You are full. Oh, we're probably out of logs. Yeah, we aren't doing too... Come on. Yeah, my team can cut down a forest pretty effectively. I'm not even gonna lie on that one. Alright, get them going on that. How are we doing on coal? Okay. Alright, Lincoln pause. Nope. Let's see if the Timberborn trick works. Oh, it does. There we go. Empty, empty, empty. Alright, let's give that a second so we can boost the maintenance up, and then the maintenance should take care of itself, hopefully. Alright, you're doing what you need to do. Alright, are we... where's my pump maker? Yeah, we gotta do what we gotta do. It doesn't really help us if you haven't built the rest of it. You see the issue there, right? Could not store. Why would we unpause that? Not helping. Oh. Oh. You've got to be kidding me. Caught that one in time. Nope. Rotate. And let's place all that right there. There we go. Yeah, once I build a boat dock, where is it? A shipyard, I will be able to then explore. But because I keep having problems, this doesn't really seem like this is going to end well for me. Well, you need to get over there. Alright, I need to figure out how to get all this iron out of here. What's the best way to do that? That one. And you're full, which is fantastic. You're fine making pistons. I need those. I need those. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to move you to the front of the line because I need you to make steel. I need you to make copper. That's what I need. Missing product. Product missing. It's not missing. Oh. That would explain a lot. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. And then we're going to do storage. And then loose. Moves loose food. Alright, and then we're going to select that. And then that should fix this problem, hopefully. You can get rid of that because you're just making iron. And then once you guys finish making this, then we will start making iron, and then we can make the rest of our products, and then we should be all set to go, hopefully. That is the idea then, anyway. And then you guys go into there, that does that. Yep, that should work out just the way we want it to. Alright, you both make that. You're doing that. It's like I've locked the system out. Or maybe this is just moving too fast. I don't know. Alright, we're just gonna trade whatever we can. Alright, we got rid of a bunch of iron. There. That should at least help us get some of this going, because right now we locked ourselves out of making iron. So now we should be able to start moving some of this around. Hopefully. And you are full of iron or copper. Alright, hopefully this will help us. Then we have the second one there. And then if we can get some of this stuff done, then we will be in a much better spot. Are we able to... I'm just curious if we could like lower it. At this point, I want to put some sort of storage over here for copper and make that urgent, so then we can actually get copper over here and all of that fun jazz. There you go. Get that going. So now we have 2 copper storages over here. Make that urgent. So then how many pieces? 10. We should almost be done with that. And then that way we're then getting this one moving. This is making iron. That needs 10 more of those. We're like almost at a point where we're going to be busting out all this junk and not having to worry about this anymore. Or at least that's my hopes. How are we doing? Well, let's move those up. That's what you guys are making, right? Impure copper plates. Impure copper plates. And then you need copper. So, am I missing something? Let's put this here. Storage, I want this. Fluid. Alright, so impure copper. Now we're making that. Oh my gosh, that has been the biggest. Hopefully that will then help this situation out. Oh man, this is the most annoying thing ever. What are we doing here? Waiting for product. Coal. What about dump site? Put this over here. And we'll add that so we're able to dump over there. Okay, that's full. Alright, you're full, you're full, you're full. I just need... This game is something I don't understand. Alright, so now that we got this going, I'm hoping that this will then solve our coal problem. Because then we can hook that up. and then make that one up. And we can add another route. This is where we get that from, and then everything should start sorting itself out as far as this is concerned. I'm hoping. Oh man. Alright, we're gonna just play this. I get it. I want to fix all of this. And do something a little bit more effective so everything is doing what it needs to do. Alright, so I want this one to be electrical parts. I want, what does the maintenance need? I want this one to be the gears. So these two are feeding in those. I want this one to be that one. That one can be the gold. This one can be mechanical parts, and then come over here, assign this one more of the electrical parts, more of the gears. I want this one and this one to be the pistons. And then that should fix the maintenance problems that we have, and then this should then start being full. Maybe. Oh, that's awesome. All right. And then that should help all of this. So now we're able to actually get this one going. And then you're able to start feeding this. And then at this point in time, oh, that's what I needed. Okay, you're great. Alright, why are we waiting on product? Alright, so you're making that. Rex cannot, yep. Okay, now we're accepting that. Yep. Okay, so why aren't you working? Does it need to, I wonder if it needs to be on the same. The same belt. Because if that's the case, I'm going to like lose my marbles here. Okay, that's obviously not it. Okay, you're in there, you're in there. Not connected. Transport product. I get that, but why isn't this? There we go. Oh my gosh, that was quite annoying. I don't even care. This thing's working now. That's all that matters. So now this can start. Do I do this? Output belts only, receive belts. Alright, so we're having all of this, but why isn't this moving? Alright, we're waiting on that. Alright, receive from belts. Output to belts / pipes if below. I'm just trying to figure out why this. Alright, so we have iron. How much iron's in there? Doesn't even matter because we're making a buttload of it now. This point in time. Does that help? Nope, doesn't help. wish this would make some sense. Let's see how well that works. Well, output is full. Output is not full. There is no output. Keeps empty if above. Guess I don't even know. Receive from belts only if below 100. got me. Game's a little bit beyond me. Alright, let's... One, because I'm curious to see how that will work. Well, we do have this thing that we can put in right there, and then we can draw a pipe to here. Let's put this here, import, we can do that, and then pipe this one out. See how well that works out. Repair shipyard. I mean, at this point, why not? Put it over here and see what happens. And that will complete that one, and then build the fuel station and connect it to it, blah blah blah. Let's do storage. Apparently we're not putting either one of those there. Let's go to fuel. Nope. Where is it? There you go. And then I would draw connections, but I think that that'd just be a huge waste of time. Have all this coal, and no one comes to claim it. Let's make both of those urgent so that we can get those taken care of. This current point in time, we'll deal with that. I wonder if it'd be beneficial to build over here. Sure, why not? We'll add some rock. Gravel. We have all this stuff and no one... Maybe that's the problem. Didn't set you up that way. That's fine. Hello. Alright, we're gonna call it here. Appreciate you guys watching and all that fun stuff. We'll probably have another 1 to 2 episodes left of this just to kind of see what happens and all that fun jazz, and then I will catch you guys later.
Everything would be so lonely. When am I allowed to leave this? Why is it that no one saw me? Everything would get so fucking loud. Everything would be so lonely. When am I allowed to leave this place? Oh, I like to play it up like I don't care, but I'm so far away, so far away. I wanna feel it so you can't compare. Throw your whole heart away, whole heart away. You, everyone knows you're such a fake. How do I stop you? Baby, you're wrong. I always got something to say. When it's your mad, it's for me. I'm on the way, trying to get out of this place. Why is it that no one saw me? Everything would get so fucking loud.